All right, so you ever look at a perfectly capable truck and just think, you know, it's missing something? Well, today we're going to dive into the marketing for a super popular accessory for the Ford Ranger and Everest and see exactly how it promises to, well, unleash a hidden beast. So the marketing for this thing kicks right off by tapping into a feeling I think a lot of us can relate to. Yeah, you've got a capable, reliable truck, but does it really have the personality to match? Does it look just a little too, I don't know, ordinary for the kind of power it's packing under the hood? And this quote, man, this gets right to the heart of it. We're not talking about adding horsepower here. This is all about adding attitude. The appeal is 100% emotional. It's for that driver who wants their truck's look to just scream adventure and power before the engine even turns on. Okay, so the first step in this whole marketing pitch is to really frame this contrast, right? It's this journey from being just functional to being truly formidable. It's all about shining a spotlight on that gap between the standard factory look and that aggressive, powerful identity a driver is really searching for. And the core message here is pretty simple. Your stock truck, as great as it is missing that visual punch. It's like you can almost feel it, right? It's a story of all this untapped potential. And this product? Well, it's positioned to fill that exact gap, the one between raw performance and commanding presence. All right, so how do you make that kind of statement in just a few seconds? The ad copy introduces what they call a transformative solution, basically an accessory that promises a massive visual impact with, and this is the key part, surprisingly little effort. And here it is, the solution, the bonnet scoop. Now, for anyone who's not familiar, it's that raised part that sits right on the hood or bonnet of a vehicle. It's usually meant to signal a high-performance engine. But listen to the language they use here. It's not just a piece of plastic. It's a statement piece. It's being sold as this single upgrade that can totally redefine the entire character of your truck. Okay, but you might be wondering, what stops this from just being some cheap, tacked-on accessory that looks, well, tacky? This is where the marketing pivots. It starts to focus on the engineering, promising a super high-quality, seamless fit that looks like it came straight from the factory. Now, what's really interesting here is the blend of promises they're making. On one hand, you've got this super emotional sell, right? Visual domination. But then on the other hand, you have all these practical nuts and bolts assurances. It's precision engineered for specific Ford models. It's UV resistant. It's impact resistant. So they're selling you a feeling, for sure, but they're also promising the durability to back that feeling up. And they make a really specific point about the material, high-grade ABS plastic. And look, that actually matters. It's a signal of quality. It's their way of promising that this thing isn't going to fade under the blistering sun or crack in the freezing cold. It's built to withstand the elements, just like the truck it's going on. And this comparison is absolutely crucial. The marketing draws a really clear line in the sand. On one side, you have your generic one-size-fits-all add-on that just looks out of place. And on the other, you have this tailor-made design. The promise is a totally seamless fit that actually complements the truck's existing lines, so it looks like it was part of the original design, not just some afterthought you stuck on. Okay, so a great look is one thing, but what about actually getting it on the truck? The marketing now shifts to its next big promise, what they call the driveway DIY upgrade. And this is all about achieving that professional, custom look, but effortlessly. And this is such a powerful number. Less than 1 hour to install. That single claim just vaporizes one of the biggest hurdles for any DIY project, right? That fear that it's going to be this super complex, frustrating, weekend-long ordeal. So they break the whole installation down into just 4 simple steps. And look how straightforward this is. You prepare the surface, you position the scoop, you apply the adhesive, and you secure it. And honestly, my favorite part is that last implied step. Admire. It's not just about getting the job done, it's about stepping back and enjoying the result. It really reinforces that final emotional payoff. And this right here, this is the real kicker. It directly addresses the biggest fears any owner has about modifying their vehicle. First, it's non-destructive. You are not drilling permanent holes in your hood. And second, it's super cost-effective because you don't have to shell out cash to pay a professional to do it for you. So, after that super quick and easy install, what's the ultimate payoff? What's the thing that takes this transformation from just great all the way to legendary? Well, the final payoff is, again, purely emotional. It all comes down to pride and personalization. It's that feeling of satisfaction you get when you're driving a vehicle that really stands out from the crowd, all because you made it a direct reflection of your own personal style. And this final quote just perfectly captures that ultimate promise. The claim isn't just, hey, this makes your truck look a little better. No way. The claim is that it elevates its entire status from great to legendary. This thing is being marketed as a complete identity shift, not just some simple add-on part. So we'll leave you with the final question that this whole marketing campaign is really built around. And it's a pretty compelling one. It gets you thinking about how a single, simple aesthetic choice can completely change the story your vehicle tells. So, what statement does your vehicle make? And is it the one you really want to be making?